Let's turn it up this weekend on The Weekend Vibe.
Hey, my good people, how you doing today? How you doing this afternoon? How you doing? It's the Weekend Vibes, people. I remain your host with the most, the president of talk himself, OJ SLKK. Welcome to another fantastic time. I believe you know that Afrobeats is the way now. Afrobeats is kind of like that sound. It's kind of like pop. Okay, when pop became pop, when Michael Jackson was doing pop, it's a sound that everyone is dying to sample. And guess what? Right here in this studio today, I did you one better today. I brought with me an Afrobeat sensation, a Nigerian artist, a fast rising sensation. Look, you need to know who this person is. You need to get in touch with his craft, his music, his sound. And he sounds so beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Moyo, look. Welcome, brother.
Yes,
welcome to the show.
Thank you, bro.
How are you doing today? Hope the cold isn't getting to you. You're not feeling like all iced up and stuff.
Man, we thank God for life.
Yeah.
Though it's a little bit cozy outside, but we're coping.
So what's your music been like? Before we get into that, I just want to find out Moyo Pain. What's inspired the name? Where did that come from?
Basically, I started with the name Pain alone because we had the likes of Tony Payne, T-Pain.
Oh, that's like Payne.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, let me just use Pain alone. But along the line, I just wanted to just create my own unique thing. So I just added my name. So it's just like my name and my surname.
So your name is Moyo?
And my surname is Pain.
Your surname is actually Pain?
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yes,
Where are you from? What part of Nigeria are you from?
I'm from Ogun State, Abeokuta.
Wow. That sounds like a really English name, doesn't it?
Yes, it's an English name.
So Moyo I'm guessing that's a short form of something long.
Yeah, like Moyo Sore Oluwa.
Oh wow. So you started this out when? A lot of people, secondary school, university. When did all this start for you? Really?
My music also actually started in the secondary school, but not really started like that. Basically, let me just do a quick recap. There used to be this group in my school and I used to rap. They would just come around during the break time. So I was just always checking out on them like, wow, these guys are doing great. So I was just listening to the way they are rapping. I made a move towards them that I would like to join their group and all, but they were like, no, they are complete. So I'll just come around and see what they are doing. And with that, I started improving myself, and before you know it, I started this thing big time. I met a lot of people. I met Timix a bit, and then
Timix. Shout out to Timix. Yeah. You mentioned you started out after you met a group of rappers. So did you start with rap, then move to singing?
Initially.
What was the evolution like?
Initially,
yeah.
I wanted to do the rap thing, but along the line, I was like, I was not comfortable with this rap.
You weren't getting the mega the figure the
You understand? Like, wow, I have a good voice, so I was just like.
Most people say that they started off in the choir. Did you ever think to join the choir at any point in time?
I'm still a member of the choir.
Ah, you're still a member of the choir.
Yeah.
So how does that work for you? Like when you have an event and you have your obligations in church, how do you multitask that way?
The thing is just that I try to schedule myself, and I don't allow like the things of God get intertwined with.
You're really spiritual, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a child of God.
See the way he was looking like you, Nitro. Nitro is behind the cameras, by the way. Nitro, when he said the child of God, Nitro is like, am I the child of devil? Because Nitro doesn't go to church, really.
Obviously, all of us are children of God.
Yeah, we're all children of God. That's great stuff. So, you started off in school. You got out of school. I'm assuming after you finished school.
Yeah.
Then you went to the university.
Yeah. But I didn't go to the university directly like that. After I finished secondary school, I went to this polytechnic first. Yes, Adegbero Polytechnic in Ogun State.
Shout out, guys.
Yeah. So at that polytechnic, I wasn't getting what I really wanted. So I felt I needed to come to Lagos. I knew this thing is happening in Lagos, and my hood is somewhere that opportunity is like a scarce commodity. Understand? You just have to fights to even get the bare minimum. It's only once in a while you see all these big stars that come around to do shows and events. So after finishing my ND, National Diploma, I took JAMB and chose Unilag so that I can be in the center of everything.
And you got it?
Yeah, I got an admission then. So it was in Unilag I met Timix Zoe Beats. So from there, he started linking me up with artists like Lighter, Skills, all of them. So, and that's how my journey of music began officially.
You know, I'm going to take you back a little to where you said that you started your music hustle. Would you define it that way? Has it felt that way for you in trying to come out and try to get your sound listened to, in coming from where you were to Lagos to try to put your stuff out there, to connecting with T-Mix, to getting all these people on your tracks? Because you've really done well for yourself, if I do say so myself. So will you describe it as a hustle and bustle? Is that the best term you could use to appropriate it?
Man, if there is another term I can use more than hustle and bustle, I will use it. Because see, apart from the fact of the way I'm just trying to summarize everything, it has really been a hard hustle, like hard one. There are days when I'll just look up and be like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing with my life like this? Because even before I met T-Mix, Zoe, Bitsef, and even when I was knowing him, you understand, everything was not all rosy like that. There are some days when to perform in events, they won't give you the chance to even perform at all. Nobody knows you. You try to even go to the studio to get money together, and everything is just somehow. But thank God for grace and everything. God started showing up, and then all those hard things then became easy. There was this time when I was in 100 level. The first time I was going to record at Timix Zoe Beats studio. I was staying with my mom's sister at Aguda. I had to trek from Aguda to Unilag, back and
Wait,
forth.
come first. Come first. This is not Bobo. Bobo juice, fresh from the farm.
No.
From Aguda.
Yeah.
What side of Aguda?
This Nepa side.
Really?
Nepa side. Yes, we were staying around Nepa, Aitoro, Nepa side, inside Aguda.
Wow.
So, and Timix was like, okay, if I can come around. School was on strike then, so instead of going back home,
Our normal mantra, strike.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So instead of going back home, I just wanted to just hang around, just play around to the studio once in a while. So it was like, okay, wanted to give me an opportunity that I should come and make one song with someone that am I going to be chanced. And in fact, I didn't even have transport fare then at home. So I was just like, and my auntie I was staying with too was kind of
against the whole thing.
You
she
understand?
wasn't support, like
she doesn't even like me coming home late. That once it's 6 o'clock, I should not come back home again. And she's just trying in her own little best to help me. You understand? So that very day, I couldn't even ask her for transport fare because she has tried a lot and everything. I just left the house and just trekked to school. I didn't even tell Timix Zoe Beats when I got that I trekked to the studio. The funny thing is that after the whole recording, they gave me refreshments like drink and biscuits and everything. As I left the studio, okay, let me eat this refreshment. Somebody just pushed me, and real life story. I'm telling you, real life.
And the whole refreshments went away.
I'm telling you, real life story.
And then you had to go all the way back.
I'm telling you, I checked back.
Why did you feel like you couldn't let them know? Like, say, gee, Alpha, actually, anytime you say actually, you know that there's a problem. Actually, I came here, but I actually need some. But why didn't you let them know at the time? Did you feel like you were putting unwanted pressure on them, and that wasn't the priority for you coming there? You came there to record music, not to let people know about your needs and stuff.
No,
but Timix is your guy.
He's my guy now. But then I was just getting to know him.
Oh,
I was a new person, and it was even giving me a chance to even sing. So that was even like a great thing. So I couldn't even talk about need or anything there. That even allowed me to even sing. It was a dream come true.
I feel like we've heard this story 1,000 times from different mouths, and the successful ones too. it's like there has been a price that has been paid. I mean, we've heard it from the likes of Wizkid, we've heard from Burner. I won't say Davido so people won't come for me. But we heard it from a lot of people how they came through hardship and how they had to sacrifice a lot to get what they want. Because I personally don't think that if you don't love music, that you wouldn't go this far, like trekking all the way from Aguda for something that is not even certain yet. If you don't love it, do you think that without the passion you can get to where you want to be in the Nigerian music scene?
I don't think so. Though I would say some people actually get around with what they want at times. But for this music thing, the passion has to be 100%, because there will be days when you are going to look up and be like, no, I'm not doing the right thing. But there will be that thing that is inside you that would keep reminding you that
you're in the right path, right?
Like Timik Zoe always say, this is his quote. He says, inside every old man is a young man screaming, what the hell happened? So inside you, they see that young person that had that passion. Shout out to Timik Zoe beat. I know he's smiling like this. So,
and Timix does not have any white hair. He doesn't have white beard, spitting all that wisdom.
Maybe it's because he's putting on a cap.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll roll with that. Okay.
So, I won't lie, man. The passion has to be 100%, because that is actually going to be your drive in the long run. When there will be a time when everyone is against you, where you just have to just.
Did you have much of that enmity?
I wouldn't say it's enmity. I would say it's just that there are times when people really don't see you at that level where you see yourself. You understand? So, but you just need to just keep doing it, to keep. Let me say, okay, to keep pressing to those who believe in you, to make them proud, and keep proving those who say you can't do it.
I understand what you mean, because if you keep pushing, eventually you meet the right people, and eventually you get the right connection. So let's go on a short break, and when we come back, we're going to be going into the nitty-gritty of the whole thing. We're going to go into your tracks, your songs, and what you have for us, your song offerings. You stay tuned, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Turn it up this weekend on The Weekend Vibe.
All right, guys, welcome back to the show. It's The Weekend Vibes, and I have with me the one, the only Moyo Payne.
Yes, sir.
And in case you're wondering, if you're like, Moyo Payne, no, his name should be Sahid, Abubakar, or Chinedu, something. Look, his name is not Chinedu Ezokeke, Onyema, this, that. His name is Moyo Payne, and for real, that's your actual name. When I heard it, I thought it was a stage thing. I really thought it was stage. I was like, Moyo Payne. Nah, this dude's name is Saeed. Don't worry. But it's actually your real name. And then we said we'll talk about, before we went on the break, we'll talk about your music. Before we started the show, off camera, by the way, I told you how much I really like our father, and how much I really like your sound. So you got Kenny Black on our father. I beg your pardon. How did that come about?
Okay. What actually happened is that Kenny Black is my friend, and there's this guy today. He's like a brother to me. AY Sauce. AY Sauce is the road manager to Kenny Black. So he's like my brother. So he's actually the one who linked me to Kenny Black. So we've been talking. So I visit them sometimes. I play around at their home. I just chill out and all. So it was that time I wanted to shoot the video for our father. So just sent him a DM that this.
Just a DM.
Yeah.
And he responded.
Yes, definitely.
Nice. And you guys linked up after that. No, very easy, no stress, no bureaucracy, nothing. It just happened.
Nothing. We even go to events together most times.
Oh, really? Really?
Some chance we go to events together.
That's nice. Big sportsmanship there from Kenny. Shout out to Kenny Black, by the way.
Yes, sir.
And if I look at your repertoire and the work you've done, I noticed that you've actually had a number of big names. I mean, you've had Lighter on, you've had Kenny Black on. So you've had Skills on?
Yeah.
You've had Skills on. Like, how were you able to garner this? I know a lot maybe bordering around relationship. So maybe you could give us an insight to how that worked out for you.
Okay, let me just do a quick recap about Lighter. I met Lighter through Timix Zoe Beats.
Oh wow, still the same team mix.
Yes. Because that day I was actually inside my lecture room
Yeah.
for lecture, and Timix just sent me a DM that, yo bro, what's up? Lighter is coming to the studio today, and Picasso, that are you going to show? I was like, no problem. Like, let us just vibe together. So I went and we actually vibed together, and that's how For My Hood came to be.
Wait, so you guys met that day?
Yeah.
And you spoke to him that day in the studio, and you recorded the song that day?
Through Timix Zoe Beats.
Yeah, I get, but like that, everything happened on the spot. So the beat was ready.
Yeah, there was actually a lot of beats. We did a lot of recordings that day.
Oh, really?
We're just vibing. That's the way artists, when two artists meet, that their vibe is connecting. So we just be playing, and we're just playing around in the studio. Timix was playing different kind of beats. So we're just vibing on those beats. That's how I did For My Hood.
Do you want to vibe with Davido?
Definitely, most definitely.
Turn it up this weekend on The Weekend Vibe.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. We have a hierarchy in Nigeria. Who would you say are your top 3 artists in Nigeria at the moment?
My top 3 artists. So it permits me to make a top 4.
Top 4?
Yeah.
And that 4th person was really important.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
The top 3 basically are Davido, Wizkid, and Burna Boy.
In order.
In order.
Yeah, of your preference.
Okay, from 4th to 1 or 1 to 4.
Anyhow you wish to do it.
Okay, let's say the number 1 person is Wizkid, without being biased.
Wizkid FC. Your person is right here, Wizkid FC.
I'm not a Wizkid FC someone, but I'm just being factual here.
Okay. So you're looking at the records that he has broken and the things he has attained.
Yes. Okay. So Wizkid, followed by Davido, followed by Burna Boy.
Really?
Yeah, and this 4th person is actually like my role model. That's Kiss Daniel. I like him a lot. In terms of making music, he's more better. No, sorry, he's.
Let's say it.
Okay, let me say, in terms of making music,
it's great. Say whatever you
it's
want
great.
To say,
it's great at it. Like I love everything about him, and he's my role model. So like that, those are my top 4.
It makes you buka.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it, right? Some people out there may think it's a bit the chatting, maybe a bit sexist. I've heard it said before. Like when you say top 3, top 4, you never get to mention Tiwa Savage and Yemi Alade. So what's going on there? Why are they in the conversation? Okay, that's for you. But on a general scale, you feel like they don't get into top 3, top 4. I mean, no. Tiwa Savage maybe not over Burna, maybe over Kiss Daniel.
What we should have done is that, okay, let's say I actually did that for the male aspect. You understand?
Okay, so you want us to create a female category?
So I have my favorites too in the female section.
When it's not football,
I have my favorites too. So I guess that's what actually happened. But for the female aspect, I love Simi. I love Tiwa Savage too. I love Tenny.
Yeah, Tenny is cool.
And shout out to Thames too. She's really
good. What do you think? What's your take on songwriting?
Songwriting is
if you're approached. If you have a great song, maybe you're in the studio, because there's been a lot of fights in the industry because of this thing. Maybe you're in the studio, you're recording a song, a bigger, like a more senior artist in the industry walks in and he likes that song, and then he offers and the producer is linked to him and says, okay, can I have your song? What comes after that, really?
Yeah, it depends on the situation, as you've said. Because I've actually written songs for people too. You understand? And people have actually written songs for me too.
Do you want to say the names of the people you've written songs for?
No.
Why? You don't want to tell us.
I've actually written songs for people too. But let's just keep that coded. And people have actually written songs for me too. My producer writes songs for me. You understand? And some other artists too. When we are vibing, no man is an island of knowledge. Understand?
Okay.
And even they say 2 good heads are better than 1. So at times you might not be seeing that perspective that the person is seeing, and that might be the balance to what you need. Sometimes you might be even monotonous in your sound when you are recording, and you might not know because you are already lost in that sound. person can just give you something different, and that will be what will make the song like
Exceptional.
balance. You understand?
Okay, I think I understand you and where you're coming from. So right now, at this juncture, we are going to talk about your sound, your performance, and your plans for 2022. And when we come back, let's take a break. And when we come back, we go straight into that.
Turn it up this weekend on The Weekend Vibe.
And I need to put my hands together for you. It seems like you put in a lot of wisdom, a lot of quotes per se into your. I particularly like the part where you go, planes where they fly, they need runway.
As a runway too.
As a runway, and there was something else before that. It's kind of like nice.
Okay.
Nice in a way, Nice does that a lot. He puts in a lot of, all these quotes and adages into his rhymes, and it's great stuff. So, 2022, what do we have planned for this year?
I have a lot of plans for 2022 actually. Okay, at the beginning of 2022, that's when I dropped the video for my hood, Me and Lighter. So, and since then, it's been gaining a lot of massive airplay.
A lot of traction, right?
Yes, and it's actually been a great one. So I'm actually working on my EP too at the moment. I've done a quite a number of songs with a lot of people. I did one with Solid Star.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I have another one with Lighter, and I've actually been doing a lot. So my EP is actually on the way, but I'm still trying to balance up everything, trying to shoot more video. I shot a video of recent for one of my new songs. That's Duro. So it's actually on the way. We have a lot of plans on the way too. Okay,
so I'm guessing people can reach you on different platforms. Can you just let us know what those platforms may be?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram at Moyo Pain, MOYOPAYNE. Same on Twitter, on TikTok at Moyo Pain, MOYOPAYNE, Facebook, everywhere.
So how can people get your music?
Yeah, my music is available on all digital platforms and all platforms that you can download anywhere. Just type Moyo Pain. Maybe Our Father, maybe For My Hood, any song. Just type Moyo Pain. My songs will come out on all the platforms.
On all the platforms. You've heard that right. Moyo Pain. MOYOPAYNE. I met this beautiful gentleman, and it's just amazing, his drive, and it's amazing, I have to say to you. Your drive, your performance, you come on stage, you light it up, you keep pushing, you keep moving, and definitely we can be rest assured that we're going to see you at the top.
By God's grace.
Basket Mouth cracked a joke. Basket Mouth, he cracked a joke. He said that when he started out, Wizkid used to latch on to him for shows and stuff like that. And then he used to have the big show. And then Wizkid became Wizkid. And now Basket Mouth's show is a tithe of Wizkid's show. Meaning his show is 10% of Wizkid's show. So that's basically what we pray for,
Amen.
We see you up there in the stars. So before we call this a wrap today, ladies and gentlemen, is there anything you want to say to the people out there?
What I want to say is just that in anything you do, keep your head up, keep pushing, keep trying. Obviously, as they say, every day for the thief, one day for the owner. Every day for the hustle, one day for the hustler.
Yeah.
So just keep pushing and keep doing your thing, keep believing. You understand? It go be one day, as I've said in my song. I said everything go be.
You just had to drop a wise quote. You see, after today, nobody should ask me for any normal statements anymore. From next week, I'm going to come in a white hat, and I'm going to be dropping wise quotes from morning till evening. I'm going to bring my grandfather's quotes, my grandmother's quote. My grandmother was a really, really wise woman. She had a lot to say. Thank you, Moyo Pain, for coming on the show today.
Yes,
Thank you for bringing your magic with you. Obviously, we love you. You can reach us on Scar Radio on Instagram and social media handles. You can reach us on Scar_Radio on Twitter. You can reach me personally on my Instagram account at ThisIsOfficialOJ. Till next time, guys. Bye bye.
Turn it up this weekend on The Weekend Vibe.